Hey girls, sorry, I just tried to record this, but I was having a... Here, it's telling me my connections weak again. I hope you guys can hear me. Alright, well, I'm just going to keep going. Anyways, I was talking to one of my coaches today, and she helped me see a tip that I really want to give you guys, and it's about personal messaging. I'm truly convinced that if you can master personal messaging, you can master not only coaching, but to me the most important part, which is getting people to commit, to say yes to their journey. That's the hardest part, is getting people started. Then it's our job to get them results next. But first, we've got to get them over whatever roadblocks are preventing them from taking this step in the first place. So, here's what I used to do in the beginning, and I think is why I wasn't great at closing. I was great at getting people to start talking with me, but I wasn't great at closing. I was very upbeat. Okay, so now this is my process now. And I'll tell you how it's changed. So now when I message somebody, it's a short, simple, quick message, upbeat, casual. You know, I don't beat around the bush. I tell them there's going to be a group. It's for people who want to change their health, fitness, and wellness. Would you be interested in some details? Something short, quick, to the point. Then I give them a short summary of what the group is going to entail. Short summary. We got to keep them like wanting questions. So I'm still being upbeat, casual, not too invasive at this point yet, because bottom line is these people probably don't know me that well. Like, they know me as a Facebook friend. So at this point, you still need to be like, not standoffish, but not all up in their business. Like, you need to ask for permission to be up in their business. So once they want details on the group, then I give them details on the group, and then I'm saying, you know, are you wanting to make some changes? I end that question. I end the details of the group with, are you wanting to make some changes? Most people are. So if they say yes or whatever, then I'll say, all right, so this is how I typically do it. Typically, I get some information from you, and so we can see if the group is going to be a good fit for you. And then we can come up with a game plan to help you get to where you want to be. How does that sound? So I'm asking their permission to ask them these personal questions. And through this process now, I'm starting to shift my tone. Okay, so I go from being upbeat, casual, you know, not invasive because they don't know me yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm naturally making this transition into being more serious, more deep, more problem solver, more healer, more therapist almost. You know what I'm saying? So I start upbeat, whatever, and I'm moving into this as they're telling me more about themselves. So the first question I ask is, okay, what exactly are you looking to accomplish? Can you give me an idea of what your goals are? You know, sometimes I'll say, where are you at right now? And where would you like to be? They're going to give me their goals. And I'll say, okay, great. And I say I can relate to that. I know what it feels like to be a busy mom, can't go to the gym. Whatever they say, I either relate to it in my own personal experience, or if I can't relate personally, I'll say that. You know, I'll say like, well, I can't personally relate to that, but I know a lot of women in my group that have had that problem, and I've helped them, you know, overcome it or address it or whatever. And so then I move into, you know, getting more personal information, you know, not necessarily personal, but about them, their problems, okay? Now I'm becoming like, I think of myself as a consultant, okay? Like, you know, they hire consultants for big firms and stuff like that. And I actually used to want to be a consultant, honestly. Because I like solving problems. I like taking information, looking at it, and being like, all right, where's the solution? Let's figure out. It's like a game, you know what I'm saying? It's like a game to me. I mean, that sounds bad. It's not like a game because these are people's lives, but it's fun for me to help people figure out a solution for them. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's just another reason that coaching is my passion. So then they're going to give me their fitness level. They're going to tell me, you know, if you have a choice, which type of these workouts would you prefer? Cardio, boot camp, kickboxing, dance. And then I'm going to move into, okay, would a 30-minute or under exercise be more beneficial for you? Most people say yes, but there are some people who maybe don't have anything to do and they don't mind doing an hour-long workout a day. And then I can, you know, maybe recommend a couple of those. So then at this point, I'm going to recommend, okay, you know what? Based on what you've told me, based on, you know, I talk to them, what's your nutritional level? Do you get cravings, emotional eating, all of these? So I'm finding out all about them. And then I'm going to recommend 2 programs. Okay, can you hear me? I'm going to recommend 2 programs typically. I'm going to say, all right, I'm going to send you a couple short clips on the programs that I think will work best for you. I want you to watch them real quick, see which one vibes with you more, okay? And I used to do lots of like exclamation points in my messages, and I've kind of changed that because it was coming out very like cheerleaderish to me. And yeah, so I try not even to, maybe in the beginning I'll do some exclamations, like when I'm doing that casual beat thing, but then as I'm switching, I'm getting more serious because I want them to know, like, I'm a professional. I am relating to, saying it's like I'm having a conversation with them heart to heart, and I'm not going to be like, rah, like, this will be the best program for you, and, no, it's serious. These are the 2 programs that I think are going to work the best for you. I want you to watch this. And I'm telling them what I want them to do. I'm not asking, like, will you watch this, please? Like, no. I would like you to watch this quickly. Check it out. See which one, as soon as you get a chance, watch it. Let me know what vibes with you more. I'm confident. I'm telling them this is what needs to happen next, okay? I'm giving them a plan of action as I'm talking with them. And I'm letting them know. I'm setting them up for success because I'm letting them know this is going to work for you, And when they get that mentality that this is the last time I'm going to start over, guess what happens? This is the last time they're going to start over because I prepped them for that. So for me, all the work goes into somebody in the beginning. It's about getting them to commit and then making them successful. And how you do that is you get them engaged right away. You get them on that mentality like this is the last time you're starting over. That's it. This is going to work for you. If you follow these steps, it's going to work. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. This is how we create lifers that have changed their life. Okay, and so then it's like once they've been in a couple, months, it's like they're flying, they're good. It's like I'm a baby, I'm a mama bird here. I'm getting my birds. I'm sitting on my eggs. I'm really, really focusing on those eggs. You know what I mean? I'm nurturing them and I'm loving them. And after a couple rounds in my nest, like boot, they're ready to go. And I'm always here for them. They can always come back to my nest if they need a little help. Maybe they're running low, they're on some worms or something, they need a little bit. I'm always going to be their coach, and I'm always going to be here for them. But it's my job to teach them how to fly, okay? And so once I'm getting down to all this, they're going to tell me they can't decide between the two, they like both, then I'm going to send them a before and after. I'll say, okay, here's a before and after, just to give you a kind of a better idea of the time frame that, when you follow it. Sometimes a before and after is not sometimes, a lot of times the before and after is very powerful in the personal message, okay? And then at this point, now I'm going to just get real with them. Like, what if they're hesitant, something's holding them back, I'm going to think, okay, like, what is this woman's problem? Like, what excuse is she telling herself about why she's not important enough to get healthy, why she doesn't have enough time, why she can't do it? Because bottom line is, everybody can do this. We make things a priority in our life that are priority. You don't tell the school you can't come pick up your kid that's throwing up. You know what I'm saying? You have a choice. You don't say that they'll have time to come pick up my kids. Like, no, you rearrange things, you find the time. Well, we have to help them see that. We have to help them see in the conversation that it is a bullshit excuse, but we have to do it. Here's the art. Here's the mastering the art of personal messaging. We have to do it in a way that doesn't make us the enemy. You can't be like, this is all your fault, just so you know, and you aren't making the time for yourself, and you are just a piece of shit. You know what I mean? You can't say it like that. Like, you gotta let them know, like, listen, I totally feel you, girl. Like, I know where you're coming from because I was there. I used to think that putting myself last on the list was somehow, like, making it that I loved my family more because I was putting myself so low. But, like, I've learned that that is not what you do when you love your family, because you want to show them how to value themselves. You want them to see you as an example of someone who cares about themselves enough to stand up and say, this is what I need. And I'm not going to feel guilty about taking what I need, okay? And it's all about, like, getting to the heart of what's holding them back and helping them see, like, being a servant's heart. And it's like tough loving it, but more accentuate on the love, And through this conversational process, through doing it this way, you just went from being a casual person who just reached out to them like someone they didn't know to somebody that they trust. They feel secure and safe with you, and they feel like you're really going to guide them. And then it's your job to really do that, okay? We don't commit, and you can't do it for them. It's your job to meet them halfway, and it's their job to meet you halfway. So the people that don't after that, you do not have to feel guilty about that. That is their choice. And you still didn't fail them, because as long as them starting, it's still just a part of their journey. Do you know how many times I started before I finally started and finished? But I couldn't. You can't go from sitting on your ass as a baby to running a marathon. There are steps involved, and everybody's steps happen at a different time. And I started to look at it differently. Like, I didn't fail those people that didn't finish, because you know what? That was them trying to take some baby steps. That was them trying to crawl, and they fell, and then they gave up, and they're gonna come back starting to crawl. They're not just never gonna crawl, you know. They're gonna. It's just gonna happen a different time, you know. And so you gotta really find like the positive in it, and through this, like, I've grown as a person too, you know. Like, I feel like I'm truly contributing to changing the world, because I do feel like finally I have that, you know, putting my gifts and the things that I've struggled through to now being able to help others do it too. And here's how you really find your true passion in life, and it's about using the things that you've struggled through, using them in a way that helps others and liberates yourself at the same time. And that, my friends, is when true abundance will be coming your way. And you're going to love every day, because you know that everything that you suffered through wasn't in vain, because you had to go through that to be the light for somebody else too. Okay? So I hope that gives you guys a little bit of insight on conversations and how to really get people to, you know, be like, all right, I'm ready to do this. Okay? So if you have any questions, comment below, and I'd be happy to answer them. Bye, girls.